Welcome to Breathwork and Meditation on this snowy, wintry day in Vermont. We will start out by making our sits bones, having intimate contact with the support that they're on, making sure that both of your sits bones are sitting equally, and bring your attention to the tiny tip of your tailbone. And scan that tailbone all the way up your spine. You can pause at the curves of our spine, all the little pieces and sections. You can tuck your chin slightly to open up your crown and open up your throat a little bit. Make sure that your feet are comfortable. Your shoulders and arms are comfortable and relaxed. And we'll start just by observing our breath, feeling it coming in and out. And inviting air down into the lowest part of the lungs. How low can you push your breath into your lungs? As you fill up that part, you can then fill up the ribs, expanding like the gills of a fish. Then expanding the chest with that chin tucked. Exhaling chest, then belly, chest, then ribs, then belly. Drawing that belly button in to expel all of that air. Pausing at the bottom of your exhale if you like. And pushing that belly button out again to invite clean, fresh air back in, starting the cycle over. And with this Dirga breath, you can layer on a subtle or a strong Ujjayi breath. Slight constriction of the throat that helps to warm us and ground us and help keep our mind busy and focused. Good job, everyone. All right, we'll come into alternate nostril breathing, but we'll do our little warm-ups for that briefly. We'll start by, this time we're going to start with the right nostril, just breathing in and out of the right nostril for about a minute, closing off the left. And on your next inhale, you can let your hand fall away. Sensing any shifts or sensations that are subtle. And we'll move on to the left nostril, blocking the right for about another minute. And letting that hand fall away. Just pausing for a moment, noticing any changes. Okay, good job. And we'll come into alternate nostril breathing, taking our hand, folding it down, the two fingers, letting our ring finger and our thumb be our operators. You can always try this without your hand if you like. I like to actually try it with my hand first, getting the feeling of the nostrils. Then sometimes I'll do it without my hand. That way I'll be able to identify with my brain. But anyway, that's just a tip if you ever want to try that no hands one. Okay, we're going to block our right nostril, breathing into our left nostril. Nice, smooth, long breath. At the crest of that inhale, switching nostrils, exhaling left, or next exhaling right, sorry. Then inhaling right. At the top of the inhale, as always, switching to that new nostril, exhaling left. Inhaling left. Switch, exhale right. Inhale right. Keep going at your own pace. I'll keep time. And after your next exhale, you can let your hand fall away if you like, or you can continue if you want. Pausing to notice the subtle changes and shifts. Okay, our meditation today is on the root chakra. So I'll tell you a little bit about that. So the root chakra, there's a lot of ancient texts describing where it is, or not a lot, but there's some. It's basically located at the bottom of the trunk of your body, right at the bottom, in between all of the organs down there, all of our holes that open the chakras. The shape is believed or is associated with the shape of a square because early humans realized that a square is so stable and provides a lot of options with the four sides. And geometrically, I guess it's just, that's what they realized. The color is red. The name of it is the Mula Dara, and it Mula means root. So thinking back and thinking ahead to when it's summertime again, and you're gardening out there and you pull out a weed and you see that there's not just one or two little roots, that there's a cluster, a ball of root. That is what they say this root chakra is like. And if you think about it, if it's located at the trunk of your, at the bottom of the trunk of your body, what do we have below that? We have two legs. So those are like our roots. And our legs have tons of nerve endings in them and veins. And they're such a big part of our life, of our body. So with that, and then a lot of times people use the meditation sound of lam, yes, Lam. Today, so I found this meditation, it's a breathing exercise, really, with some visualization. I found it in a beautiful book called Yoga of the Subtle Body by Tias Little. I don't know if you can see it. Yoga of the Subtle Body. And as you can see, all the little, dots right here indicating what this book kind of talks about. We're studying it in my yoga class. So he talks about each chakra, and anyway, we're going to do the root one today. This is good for grounding and feeling secure. Probably, any kind of basic feeling. A lot of times the theme is I am. So people will kind of talk and add a mantra to the words I am safe, I am happy, I am, all those good things. Okay, so we're going to do this little exercise. All right. So what we're going to do is, this is called the Coccyx to crown. And what we're going to do is create a circuit that will circulate with our breath. And this will probably last all day, and you can always do this again. Okay, so I'm going to just move this out a little. So what we're going to do, 3 things. We're going to take a middle finger on each hand, if you can, if it's available to you. If not, you can always visualize this. And so what we're going to do is take the pad of your middle finger on one hand, doesn't say which, doesn't matter, and you're going to place it on your coccyx. And you can do this, off screen or whatever, but just place it on your coccyx. Then you take the pad of the other middle finger and place it on your crown. And what you're doing is creating a circuit, just like any kind of circuit that you can, can touch. Then while you're doing this, take the tip of your tongue and place the tip of your tongue on the roof of your mouth. And we're only going to be here for 2 or 3 breaths. Okay, creating a circuit. Tip of tongue on the roof of your mouth. Couple breaths. All right. And you can now rest your hands in your lap. Good job. Make sure that your crown is directly oriented over your pelvis for this breathing exercise. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to inhale into the lower balloon of, it's basically what we've been doing, inhaling into the lower chamber of the lungs, and inhale it, push out your belly button and make it like a balloon. Make your belly like a balloon as you inhale. And you don't have to bring it up to ribs yet. So just inhale a bunch of air down there to the bottom part of your lungs. Then you're going to exhale, and you're going to exhale down and around and up your spine in the back. Okay? So as you exhale, visualize your current, your electricity, your light coming up your spine in the back, up the back, then exhaling down the front. And we're just bring our awareness to those breathing directions. As we inhale up the back, think about where your kidneys are, that point of your spine. That's the crux between the lumbar and the thoracic spine, kind of like low, just above the sacrum. Then remember the other parts, the beginning of the ribs, the beginning of the cervical spine section, coming down the front, washing down the face, the neck, the sternum, and the abdomen. And this is a circuit that will just run on our trunks. As we inhale up the spine, like I said, we're bringing our awareness from tailbone to kidneys, the solar plexus, and the brain stem. Exhaling down. Okay. Lift the skull gently to sense the ascending movement to the crown of the head. And continue this slow circular breathing as we create a circuit, focusing on the prana of the breath. So the energy of this breath is what we are bringing our attention to, along with the trunks of our bodies. Okay, we have a few more minutes to practice this. Feel free to layer on a subtle or strong ujjayi. You can continue with this meditation, or you can close out with me as I put my hands together and say an Om. Om. Namaste.
Thank you, Cami.